Good morning from Hamburg, Germany. We are back from Namibia, and this is going to be a very different video here on the channel. This is my first ever urban exploration vlog, and it all starts right now. Let's go. Alright, this is going to be a relatively short video because this is the first time I've done it, and I will be completely honest with you guys. I'm not feeling all that confident in this house. This has been abandoned for about 25 years. I was given a tip on this location by a local Lost Places videographer, and he was like, yeah, there's this one house along the river Elbe, and it's like a beautiful, beautiful location. I mean, this land is probably worth like quite a lot of money, but this house has just been sitting here empty for over 20 years, and the ceilings have kind of collapsed and caved in here behind me, and the floor is just covered in debris. And I think where I'm standing now is sort of the main like Wohnzimmer, like sort of living room area, possibly even a dining room, because this facade of windows in front of me is just gorgeous. This would have been the $1 million view, for lack of a better term, because the Elbe River is just right there. And for those who know Hamburg or North Germany, you know, this is a pretty pristine real estate, this spot. So I'm assuming that, you know, 50 years ago that this would have just been an immaculate view across the river. They probably had a beautiful terrace out here in the summertime, and that's why I wanted to try and capture this image first. And I love the symmetry as well, the symmetry of the windows and the walls, and, you know, this broken section of the ceiling all come together really, really well to make a nice shot. Now, you also can probably see there's a ton of dynamic range here, so I'm really having to do a lot of exposure brackets. I've done a 5-shot exposure bracket with the EOS R. I'm gonna have to get a little artistic in post. I don't think, you know, just doing an HDR blend will really do this scene justice. We might have to use some of these hard borders of the windows to actually paint in some of the plants and the leaves that are really catching nice like green color because of the natural light. Today's a bit of an overcast day, but still it's not bad. I think it looks pretty cool. So what do you think of the first Urbex photo here on the channel? All right, let's explore a little bit. So here is the staircase leading up, and then this is another entrance. This is the side entrance, possibly actually the main entrance. And then just right here, got a little bathroom. And this here, this is the kitchen. And the kitchen is crazy dirty at the moment. Got this old light, and I think why it's so crazy dirty is because there's a hole in the ceiling. That goes up to the second floor there. Look at this old fridge down here in the corner. This is crazy. Check this out. Wow. Yeah. This kitchen is something else, and the ceiling as well is totally like ruined at the moment. And you know, you like this setup. This is how professionals do it. I think we've got to go upstairs because I did scout this place before I started filming. I wanted to be sure of what I wanted to capture, it being my first ever urban exploration here in Hamburg. So there is a very cool upstairs bathroom that we're going to go check out right now. final room here. This is the Dachboden in German, or the attic in English. And I think that I could get a good photo of this sort of circular window at the top with the Elbe River and the Airbus factory across the river here, which is, this is the $1 million view. Doesn't look so nice right now though, that's for sure. Much better in the summer. All right, it's time to head back outside to where this video began, and yeah, back into the overgrown jungle outside of this house in Hamburg, Germany. Very different style video here on the channel, and I think I've gotten 2 okay photos. Definitely the first one of this this main room with the window facade looks really cool, and then the second floor bathroom, the one that's really overgrown with all those leaves, I think that also will turn out okay. But yeah, very different from Namibia and Greenland and Iceland and the last few series here on the channel. But I'm kind of taking you along on this ride because for me, this is totally different, and I have been getting more and more interested in architecture photography since moving here to Hamburg, and a lot of the amazing buildings and interiors are accessible, but then there's this other side of the coin with Urbex and this really kind of inaccessible stuff, which is much more of an adventure in my opinion, and gets me excited again about photography. So something that I want to try and mix into my own personal style of photos over the next few years is this like architecture, interiors with Urbex, like trying to find the perfect balance of the two, which is proven very difficult. But one good place to do so is Georgia, and I know a lot of you who are watching the channel know that I launched the first workshop that I'm going to run ever next year in September, and it sold out almost right away, which is incredible. You've got 12 passengers or participants that are going to take part on that trip. So if you're watching this and you're on the tour, that's awesome. I'm really happy to see you there. We've actually even got a waiting list of people that are interested in going, either if I open up a second departure or if we go again in 2024. I'm across from the Airbus factory, so if you can hear that plane, I apologize. But yeah, pretty cool. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's something very different, and stay tuned because the next video we're gonna head to Canada for Christmas, going with Maddie, Jack, and Nelly to visit my family for the holidays. And then while I'm there, I'm thinking about going to Detroit because it's not too far of a drive from where my mom and dad live. I grew up just outside of Toronto, so Detroit is only a couple hours away, and there's a number of really good abandoned places to photograph in Detroit that are a bit more accessible than this. So lots to look forward to here on the channel, and I will see you there.